Hello, cinephiles and cineists of YouTube. I'm Bill Robertson, and tonight I'm going to be talking about another one of my LaserDiscs from my massive collection of 200. Tonight, for the very first time ever, I have watched Bad Boys. I've seen Bad Boys 2 before, but I've never seen the original. I've always liked Bad Boys 2 and didn't really care about the movie much and didn't really care about watching Bad Boys either, but since it came in the 200 LaserDiscs I recently acquired, and I'm going through them all and watching the movies that I haven't seen first, I figured I'd give it a whirl, and it didn't disappoint me at all. I really enjoyed it. This movie's got a really interesting history. Producers Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer first bought the script back in the mid-'80s. The original script was called Bulletproof Hearts. They tried to get it made in a couple different places. Originally, the leads, instead of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, instead of them, it was supposed to be Dana Carey and John Lovitz from Saturday Night Live. So if it had been those two, it would have been interesting to see where their careers had gone, or if this movie would have bombed. But anyway, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, they seem to be the magic recipe. The script, like I said, went through a lot of changes. They made a lot of adjustments, first of all for Dana Carvey and John Lovitz, and then later for Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. I don't know, I can't remember his name. It's got quite a pedigree. The screenwriters, people that have worked on The Late Show with David Letterman and Johnny Carson, Beverly Hills Cop 2, and even one of the screenwriter to Die Hard 2. So they were really going for the buddy cop comedy, and they really cherry-picked their writers in order to get the script that they wanted, and it was all good choices. This is Michael Splosion's Bay, his very first feature film. He directed a lot of music videos before this, starting in the late 80s and up through the first half of the 90s, but this was his very first feature film, and he really knocked it out of the park. This is a great movie, and from this he went on to do The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage, which I really love that movie. After that he did Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, and now of course he's doing the Transformers movies. And there's to be a third and fourth Bad Boys films. They're both announced on IMDb, so we'll see if they actually get made. I don't know if Michael Bay is doing any more Transformers movies or not. But anyway, the picture quality on this, of course, is pretty low grade, and I would like to see it in high def. The cinematography in Michael Bay's movies is always top notch, and this movie had, especially at the beginning credits, the opening sequence, you can tell it's really a nod to Miami Vice, the old 80s TV show, which I used to watch religiously when I was a kid. So the Miami Vice echoes in this movie are very heavy, for me anyway. I don't know. It's been so long since I've watched it, I could be wrong, but it really, especially the intro, feels like Miami Vice. An early role for her. Will Smith's not his first feature, but one of his very, very first features. He was still doing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at the time. Martin Lawrence was still doing his comedy show, the Martin Lawrence Show. He had a few features under his belt as well. They don't seem like cops to me, but their performance in the movie sells it. They seem like kids, too funny almost, but I mean it's a comedy, so they sell it. They make it. They make the movie really. And another person that's in it, Joe Pantoliano, Joey Pants, who plays their sergeant or whatever, or their boss. He seems like way too young to be in the role that he's in, but he plays it like, you know, J. Jonah Jameson from the Spider-Man films, from the Spider-Man comics. He plays their sergeant in that way, and he sells it too. He does a really great job, and you can't really imagine the movie without him. Can't imagine the movie had Dana Carvey and John Lovitz been in the title roles. Again, it would have been interesting to see where their careers would have went, or where this movie would have went had they been in it. But great movie, 2 thumbs up. Just like Bad Boys 2, I would give that 2 thumbs up as well. Excited to see what they do with the 3rd and the 4th. I think the 3rd one's called Bad Boys Forever, and then the 4th one's just called Bad Boys 4. But they're on IMDb. They're listed on IMDb as announced, but they don't really have much going for them. But anyway, that's my review for Bad Boys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.